How do you sum up this two-game road trip with all the noise and then how you guys played on the court?
We battled, both games we fought hard. Obviously, we made a lot of shots against Phoenix, which was the difference. We just couldn't get shots to go down today, but we won the turnover battle. Offensive boards, we gave ourselves a lot of opportunities. Just couldn't generate enough offense. But I love the effort and the energy and the fight, and we'll keep plugging away.
You mentioned the other night kind of being, I think you termed it in the forest right now. How much are you
Determining what?
you termed it the other night? You guys were kind of in the forest.
Oh, in the
just
forest.
trying to get through. It seems like at this point. How much are you kind of looking at these next two, getting through Wednesday, obviously trying to win a game or two, and then maybe resetting over the break?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the break will be coming at a good time, but we've got 2 games left. We got to lock in and go get that Memphis game on Monday. But we'll be able to regroup after the break. Hopefully, get Steph and Kristaps playing right after the break, and we're in a pretty good spot if we can get healthy and start to generate a little better offensive rhythm.
I guess in the short term, with the health being what it is, these last 2 games, what do you make of the starting group, the way that group has come together?
I thought they played pretty well. We're getting some really good production from Guy and Moses, and we, like I said, we couldn't really knock down shots today. I thought the beginning of the third quarter was a key stretch of the game. I think they started out 11-2, and then we were kind of swimming upstream the rest of the way.
Held them to almost 100 points, and last game under 100 points. What's been working on defense these last 2 games?
Well, the pace of both games was slower for sure, but our guys are showing a lot of good activity, and they're pretty connected. I thought what hurt us tonight was the free throws. They got to the line 30 times, outscored us by 17 points. That's kind of the difference in the game. But proud of the effort, like I said, and our guys are really competing hard.
Steve, kind of the big picture, considering you obviously have Draymond, but no Jimmy, and the trade deadline moves. What do you think this group can be defensively? The second group half of the season. What do you think this current group can be defensively for the second half of the season?
We've been a good defensive team, most of the year, and I like our individual defenders. I like Draymond behind the play, connecting the group. I like Al, at the rim, shot blocking and cleaning up the paint. And so I think we can be even better, with Kristaps and Steph healthy. So that's the key, really, is can we, get through the break and get everybody, in one piece and finding a rhythm together.
So, is there any update on Steph's timeline? And is he returning before All-Star weekend possibility?
Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doubtful for Monday, and we'll take it day by day, but I don't expect him to play on Monday.
In terms of offensive rhythm, is it like not having that tonight? Was it as simple as just like not making shots, or were there things that you felt like you guys could have done to get more rhythm?
I didn't think we were good in the first half. I thought we were better in the second half, just moving their defense. They kind of play a little hybrid zone, and then it morphs into a man. And when we got stagnant and tried to ISO and go one-on-one, there was nothing there. But when we moved and we cut, we got some good possessions. But we needed more of that. Second half, we only turned it over 2 or 3 times and had some good looks. I think we had 2 open threes to take the lead, which, was a pretty good comeback after that early third quarter, deficit. But, 14 for 51, especially without Steph, without Jimmy. We know we have to make threes, and just didn't knock shots down and didn't create enough energy and flow, I think, offensively overall.
Defensively tonight, it seemed like you were pretty comfortable playing LeBron straight up. What were some of the keys to making things tough on him?
Well, we've got good individual defenders, and Draymond is always behind the play. If he's not guarding LeBron, he's behind the play, and causing some havoc. But yeah, I mean, I thought our defense was good enough to win the game. So we were fine on that end. Just couldn't turn that into offense. I think we had like 16 steals, and we got like nothing out of that. We got 4 transition points, 16 steals. So we have to, with this group, especially without Steph, we have to find some easy points. And when we look at the tape, I guarantee you there's going to be 8 or 10 points that we left hanging out there in transition. We've got to find a way. Guys have to run for layups, not just threes. We have to space the floor. We have to make good decisions. I didn't feel like our transition was good enough tonight for us to win.
Steve, speaking on Guy and Moses, they've taken seemingly that jump these last couple of games. How proud are you?
Did you say Guy and Moses?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the level of pride that you're seeing that they're taking that next step, seeing everyone go down?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch young players emerge. And, Guy was a second-round pick 4 or 5 years ago, and to see his progression through the G League and, the last couple of years really becoming an important player for us. It's fun to see that. And Moses, I think, since midseason last year when we traded Jimmy, it really allowed Moses a very clear role, and he's taken advantage of that and played really well the second half of last season and then first half of this one.
You mentioned the low point total that you've held teams to last 2 games had to do in part with pace. I was wondering, with Kristaps coming in and Curry coming back with the injuries and whatnot, do you see playing with more pace to be a good thing, or would you rather the team play a little bit slower? Kind of what's your philosophy when it comes to how quickly a team plays or not?
I think it's we always want to get out and run and get easy baskets if we can, and we have to get some reps with Kristaps. My image of him is a guy who trails the play, top of the key, and makes threes up there. But he's a shot blocker, which can generate offense, generate pace. We just have to find our way with him once he starts playing.